Hello everyone, welcome back to another airport update, and for those of you who regularly watch my channel and these airport updates, you know this is kind of just like a random, it's in between March and April right now. I usually do airport updates on a monthly basis, but I've been pretty busy. So anyway, this is just a general airport update, kind of like for March and April, but overall just a normal additional airport update that I usually do. But for those of you who don't usually watch this channel, this is the Gemini Jet's Pittsburgh International Airport. This is fictional, of course. As you can see behind me, this is a massive airport. There's over 40 gates. There's an international terminal, domestic terminal, a huge landside terminal that looks like Terminal 5 at Heathrow. It does not replicate the exact Pittsburgh International Airport by any means whatsoever, but it's an interesting airport. But nothing really new in this airport as far as new models or anything. It's going to be something casual. So if you're new to this channel, please enjoy, watch the airport update, maybe check out my airport, see if you like it or not. Leave a comment if you like it. Make sure to like and subscribe if you're interested in my channel and this kind of stuff. Okay, so I forgot to mention that your guys' subscriber routes that you submitted in the last airport update will be included in this airport update. There's a good amount of them. A lot of the aircraft in this update have some kind of subscriber route or requested route. And for those of you that are interested, down below in the description is a Google form. You can fill out a custom route to be featured in these airport updates, kind of like a free shout out basically, so why not do it? But basically pick a model aircraft, where you want it to go, whether it's your own model airport or just any real airport in general. You can put your name if you want or not, obviously for the shout out. And then here you go. You're in the next airport update. Like this one, obviously it's kind of like not necessarily for a certain month. I'm not really going to go by month anymore. I'm just going to start uploading airport updates. Maybe upload 2 in a month, maybe 1 in a month, maybe 1 every 2 months. But we're not going to try to do that. We're going to try to upload as much as possible. But anyways, yeah, let's just get started. I think we're going to start over that way. So first up here is a JetBlue ERJ-190 is taking off for Boston Logan International Airport. Then next up is an American CRJ-200, was the last to land, and this just came in from Washington Reagan International Airport, which is Aviation 18's airport. Then at Terminal A, first is a United ERJ-170 is getting refueled for the flight back to Chicago O'Hare. Then next to that is another United 737-900ER is boarding all passengers for Eastern Liberty International Airport, which is Aviation 24's airport. Then an Air Canada CRJ-900 is also boarding passengers for Montreal, and you can see the little stairs on the side of the CRJ there. Then at the end of the terminal is a JetBlue Airbus A320 just arrived from Fort Lauderdale. Then an Alaska 737-900ER with the bags arriving to the gate for the flight to Seattle. Then, this is unusual at this terminal, a Delta 767-300ER is requested to go to New York JFK, which is Southwest Flyer 345's airport. Then the next Delta is a Delta ERJ-170 is boarding all passengers for Detroit. Then behind that is a Delta A319 is getting catered for the flight to Salt Lake City, Utah. Then arriving to the next terminal is an American Airbus A320, came in from Austin Bergstrom International Airport, which was requested by Airport 5000. Then at the very end of the American Airlines terminal is an Airbus A321 being serviced for the next flight to San Jose, which is the Kid Pilot YT's upcoming airport. Then next to that is an ERJ-170 waiting for the next flight to Cincinnati. Then a 737-800 in the One World livery is requested to depart for Miami. Then, a great shot here, an Airbus A319 in the Allegheny livery just arrived from San Juan, Puerto Rico and is requested by Dominic KLM Aviation. Then at the little commuter section here at the end of the terminal is an American CRJ-200 will be departing for Roanoke Blacksburg Regional Airport. Then taxiing at the end of this terminal is a Delta MD-90 just left the gate and is taxiing for departure to Atlanta. A British Airways 787-1000 just arrived from London Heathrow and is taxiing to the international terminal. Then back to the American Airlines terminal. First up is an A319 about to push back for Orlando. Then down the terminal is an American Airbus A321 still in the US Airways colors is unloading all bags from San Francisco. Then an A319 with sharklets is pulling into the gate from Tampa. So here is the large aircraft gate, but I currently have a 757-200 here, which is ready to depart for the flight to Philadelphia. Then now over to the other side at the international terminal is an Air France Airbus A350-900 just pulled into the gate from AV International Airport in France, which is AV Aviation's airport. Then an American 787-9, and usually Americans are not on this side of the international terminal, but it was kind of full on the other side, as you'll see later in the video. But this is about to push back for Hong Kong. Then I brought back my British Airways 747-400. It was requested in this airport update, but it just pushed back from the gate and is departing for London Heathrow, of course, as requested by Rob & Son Aviation. Now to the usual American side. First up is an American 777-200ER is loading cargo for Zurich, Switzerland. Then an American Airbus A330-200 is pulling into the gate from Cancun, Mexico. Then here taxiing is an American Airbus A321neo is out to depart for Seb's International Airport, which is Seb's International's airport on YouTube. Next, a United 757-300 is taxiing to the runway for Los Angeles. A Delta Airbus A220 is departing for SDQ Las Americas International Airport, and this is a requested route. Then back to the international terminal. First here is a Qatar A350-900 boarding all passengers for Doha Hamad International Airport, and this is requested by Vicky's Aviation. Then an American 777-300ER is getting catered for the next flight to Sydney, Australia, which is Henry's Aviation's airport. Then an Emirates Airbus A380 is getting catered and cargo loaded for, of course, the flight to Dubai. Then at the very end here, lastly, is a Virgin Atlantic Airbus A340-600 getting refueled for the return flight to London Gatwick as requested by Vicky's Aviation. Then over to the last terminal here. First is a Southwest Airlines 737-700 boarding for Dallas Love Field, and this is requested by Air. Then another Southwest, a 737-800, just arrived from Alpine International Airport, which is Aviation 2020's airport. Then lastly, a Frontier Airbus A321 is boarding for Denver, Colorado. Then back over to the taxiway, here's an American Airbus A330-300 taxiing out to depart for Paris Charles de Gaulle. Then another Southwest, a 737-700 but in the New Mexico 1, is about to cross runway 21 right for Chicago Midway. Then our last model of this airport update is an American 767-300ER is next for departure and cleared to head out to Madrid, Spain. So thank you guys for watching. Here's a small overview of the overall airport for those of you who haven't seen this before and are just seeing small shots during the airport updates. But if you guys want to be featured in the next airport update, make sure to click the link in the description, fill out the form, takes about a minute or two, and then go ahead and get a free shout out in the next airport update. Anyways guys, thanks for watching. Please consider subscribing if you enjoyed this content, and I'll see you guys in the next video.